Welcome to New Vegas Mod Clinic Part 6. In this video we're going to cover outfits. Now I'm a lot less bothered about stats on the armor I wear in this game, and I much prefer things that sort of match that kind of post-apocalyptic western theme that New Vegas has. For me, the best vanilla armor in the game is the Riot gear, followed by the Desert Ranger armor and even the NCR Veteran Ranger gear. They have that kind of mix of effective armor, but with a sort of desert western feel to them. And the mods I'm going to show you, they sort of stick to that theme. Now, the first outfit we're going to look at is the Armored Duster. And as you can see, it's based upon the standard bounty hunter duster, the sheriff's duster, but it has got a lot more armor on it. Metal around the legs, knees, the shoulders, elbows, even the back and the chest. A lot more protection. It also has long sleeves, unlike the duster, and it has statistics that match the recon armor, the Brotherhood of Steel recon armor, and as I think you probably can see, the pieces of armor from this are actually from that armor. So it's a lot more protection than your average duster, but it still looks very sort of wasteland. You still get that regulator look. And there is also a hat that goes along with that. I'll just show you. Called the Hat Trick. Yeah, you have to forgive the name. And yeah, this is actually my own mod, and I tend to like giving my hats funny names. You can see, typical cowboy hat. And this is a lucky hat, actually gives you +1 luck. Now, there is actually a black version of this duster as well. The Dark Justice duster, which is basically identical, except it is black. There is also a hat with that mod. The statistics on the armor are, as I said, DT 17, 1 charisma and 5 guns. So it's got the same enchantment as the Bounty Hunter duster, but the same damage threshold as the Brotherhood of Steel recon armor. So it's not too overpowered, but it's fairly reasonable. This will hold you up in a firefight pretty well. So now, the Armoured Bounty Hunter Duster and the black leather version are actually separate mods, so you do actually need to download both files. So I'll download both files right now, and once they've both downloaded, go to my package manager and add FOMod. First of all, the Armoured Duster, and then the black leather Armoured Duster, so that I now have 2 FOMod packages. Activate the both of them. Now, there is a text file that will overwrite if you're having both of these. It's just an installation text file. Don't worry about it. And that's it. You've now installed the Armoured Duster and the black leather Armoured Duster. Now, you'll notice that the ESP of the black leather duster is called the Dark Justice duster. That's actually the name of the item. And for load order, it's not essential. I put them relatively high up. Items like this, they're fairly safe to put anywhere you like. It just adds the items in game. It doesn't replace anything, so it's fairly safe. Now, the next outfit I am going to show you is the Jesus Rogue Ranger outfit. In fact, actually, there's several of them. These are very cool looking outfits. As you can see, they're kind of a mixture of the cowboy uniforms and the Ranger's coat. And they come in various different flavors, so to speak. You have one with a business suit. I think that looks very cool. That's got a really nice sort of mafia look to it. A darker version of the cowboy one again. Red coat. Even the white coat, grey ranger type look. Very good for Arctic conditions maybe. And he's got a few other outfits like this. I think it's called the Desperado outfit, etc. They're all very cowboy themed. And he also includes things like just the coat all by itself that can be worn with different outfits. Be warned, depending on the outfit you pick, you will get clipping. So for example, if I pick this one and then try and put the coat on, you can see it actually lets me do it, which looks a bit strange. So just be careful with that. There are actually just so many different outfits. Simple khaki pants, for example. There you go. And there was even, muscle coat. This is the ranger coat only without shoulders as well. It's a little over the top for me, I'm afraid. I like this one. I love the business coat. And the dark business coat as well. Where's that one? Yes, this. Oops. Let's get rid of the coat. It was clipping. Yeah, very, very cool indeed. Very, very cool. The stats on these items, not bad at all. DT7, so it's kind of very light armor. Very reasonable. None of them are overpowered. The ranger coat, I think, is a little... Yeah. Let's have a look. The red ranger coat, for example, is DT10. White ranger coat DT10. So the ranger coats are DT10 and the business suits are DT7. Which is very, very reasonable and pretty well balanced, especially considering how cool they look. I mean, would you mess with that guy? Now, the Jesus Rogue Ranger Coats comes as a single file, so you download that. But once it's downloaded, you should open it up, and you'll notice there are actually two ESP files. One gives the Ranger Coats as loot, and the other one gives them for free. You only need one of these ESPs, so if you want the items for free, keep that one. If you want them as normal loot, keep that one. I want the coats for free for now, just for testing purposes, so I am going to delete this one. Then, the package manager, add FOMod, Jesus Ranger Coats, and activate. Fix my load order, and we're done. And the last real outfit for this one is actually my current favourite outfit. This is the one I generally like to play in at the moment. Certainly love it for screenshots. This is the Clint Eastwood Man with No Name ensemble. For those of you who don't know the Clint Eastwood westerns, I'm pretty amazed, but he always wore a poncho in his main movies, Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Actually, I'm not sure which ones he wore a poncho in, actually, now I think about it. I know he did for A Fistful of Dollars, but as you can see, very cool indeed. Very appropriate for the sort of western idea. I just absolutely, I love this armor. Oh, definitely need glasses on. Oh, even better. Now this armor is light armor, but to be honest, it's a little overpowered for light armor. When you check the stats on it, it's DT15. This wouldn't be so bad, but you can actually get this right at the start of the game, and as you see, it adds 50 action points and 5 guns. So, you know, if you want to play the game a while and wait before you pick this one up, that might be a good idea. Once you start getting close to being able to use power armor and reinforced combat armors, etc., DT15 won't seem like much at all. But the plus 50 action points is quite considerable, so you should know it's a fairly good set of armor to wear. As for the DT15, I always try and convince myself that I have a metal sheet underneath the poncho. For those of you who remember Fistful of Dollars, in the end scene where he had the big metal plate underneath his poncho, so when the guy shot him in the heart, he didn't die. So that's what I tell myself. The mod also comes with a hat. I prefer this hat, so I'm going to stick with this one. And it also comes with 2 revolvers. The 2 revolvers are similar to 2 of the guns used by Clint Eastwood in the movies, and when you draw them, as you can hear, you get that cool little piece of music from the movies. And there is a second gun. Yeah, I can imagine that might annoy some people after a while, but I kind of love it. It's very corny. It's straight from the movie. And it's also they're pretty good weapons as well. The stats on them are fairly good damage for a 357, and No Name, that's also a 357. They're pretty good damage actually. They're definitely what I would consider high-end weapons. So again, and because you can get them early on, if you want them, by all means. But I waited until I was probably about level 20 before I started using these. They are quite powerful. But again, for some reason, I just find that very amusing. Okay, so we will download the Clint Eastwood Man with No Name pack. It again is a single file. Which we save, and as usual, turn it into a faux mod. It's called the Man with No Name outfit. There you go. And activate. Now it comes with 3 ESPs. There is the first 2 are for different revolvers. And the last one, the Man with No Name ESP, that's the one with the actual outfits in it. If you just want the outfit and you don't want the revolvers, you can deselect those 2 if you wish. If you want the revolvers, keep them. Again, load order seems to be pretty irrelevant on these items. Put them where you like. I generally put them fairly high up, or mid to high up. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you here is actually another accessory, and it's one of the things that sort of annoyed me about this game was you could never find Spurs, and so I ended up actually making a set. Nothing amazing, but my lucky Spurs. They only give you luck. They give you 1 point of luck if you are walking. So if you've got auto run toggled, you don't get it. So it's only really very lucky when you're walking around. So it's maybe if you're walking in a casino. And let me just go chase cam. And they just add Spurs, and they'll add Spurs to more or less anything. They don't make any sounds yet. I'm trying to get them to actually jingle when you walk. But for now, it's purely cosmetic. But they go great with this outfit. Now, installing the I Got Spurs mod is very easy. It's one file again, and you just download it. add faux mod, and once the faux mod is created, activate it. It's a really small and simple mod. For the load order, again, pretty much doesn't really matter that much. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time.